Hi everyone, this is Angela coming to you guys with another video. Today what I want to do is I want to talk about technology, and here we are using technology to use to do this video. I'm using my smartphone, and I'm going to upload this video. So technology. So one of the things that has really that I've been really thinking about lately is how technology really influences our attitudes, behaviors, and our interactions with one another, to where technology has become the way of the world, mainly in a pandemic society or a pandemic era that we are currently facing, to where technology has become the main source of communication and interaction between individuals, to help them establish and sustain connections with friends, family, romantic partners, and things of that nature. It has also been beneficial for them to keep their jobs and also educate their children and themselves as well. So, in reference to how technology is influencing us behaviorally, some individuals use technology constructively, which is a good thing, because when you use technology constructively, it adds benefits to your life, it adds to your personal well-being, it makes you feel good and things like that. It makes you feel connected. It makes you feel a sense of belonging, mainly when you use technology, and you're doing so. And it helps, and it releases feelings of loneliness, boredom, isolation, and things of that nature, to where that has been the main thing, to where that individuals are feeling when it comes to being socially distanced or having to stay at home and not being able to connect and communicate and socialize themselves in the way that they have been doing before the pandemic struck. So in reference to that, technology has been beneficial, however, there are individuals that does not use or do not manage their time when it comes to technology use, to where they could spend hours and hours, even days on these digital technologies, just to kill time, or just because it's something that they're there to do. A lot of researchers has said that individuals who spend large amounts of time on technology is associated with dependency or even addiction. It has been also said that a lot of individuals they have a lot of people, they use video games. I will say to where a video game dependency has been adopted into the DSM, the APA-DSM, which is the American Psychiatric Association's diagnostic statistical manual, to show how these video games or digital games have become an addiction to a lot of individuals. So with that being said, because technology in itself is something that individuals don't use, is the actual technology that allows them access to the various applications and things, software, that is not actually the computer itself or the smartphone itself. It's the applications and the social outlets that's embedded within these technologies. Having a smartphone without any applications installed on it, or that does not have internet access or Wi-Fi connectivity, is primarily useless. So it's those things, to where research has also shown that a lot of reasons why individuals have gravitated or use these technologies, is because they do allow for permanent connectability in some areas, mainly urban areas, wherever there is limitless connectivity. So individuals are connected to the internet and social media websites around the clock. So, but in reference to it affecting individuals behaviorally, research has found that there are some detriments attached to this, to where it's for me, I noticed that my behavior, if I'm overusing my technology, my behavior would change, to where it's I don't want to associate myself with certain things, that I feel that is not important to me, but it may be important to others that I'm interacting with. In reference to using technologies in the classroom, mainly using your smartphones while you're doing virtual learning and things like that. Even though you're not there physically in person, it's still a distraction because here you everyone is still able to see you. They're still to see they still see your lack of social presence on the virtual network, on the virtual communicative platform. So from the behavioral aspect again, it does affect it affects a lot of individuals' behavior. There is a term associated with phubbing, to where it's a sign of disrespect when you use, or as individuals may sense that you're being disrespectful when you use your technology in their presence, mainly if they're trying to have like a meaningful conversation with you and things of that nature. And snubbing and things like that, whatever. A lot of these behaviors are associated with like like anxiety, like computer anxiety, whatever, fear of missing out, ring anxiety, to where you're often checking your telephone, whatever, thinking that it has rung or buzzed or anything like that, whatever. So that affects your behaviors. Tying into this, whatever, it affects you socially. Again, I mentioned the phubbing aspect, whatever, to where it reduces. Research has shown that it does reduce it does reduce meaningful your perception as to meaningful conversations or things like that. Whatever, it reduces the quality of your conversations with others, mainly if you not only if you're using your cell phone or your technologies in the presence of others, but even if the phone is present. That's why a lot of individuals say don't bring your telephone to the dinner table, whatever, and things like that, whatever. Your phone is restricted. Your phone is not restricted, whatever. I can't tell you how often I have, when the movie theaters were open, that you would go into the movie theater and individuals are sitting there with these bright screens in front of you, and you cannot help but direct your eyes to their phone instead of the movie screen that's sitting that's in front of you, basically. So here it is, whatever. You have missed, because you're trying to see what's going on their phone, whatever, and because you are upset that they're using their cell phones in the movie theater while the movie is playing in the dark room that has illuminated their space. I mean, it kind of pisses you off. And there are people that still does this, whatever. Yeah, I'm not one of those, but there are people I mean, if you're going to go to the movies, turn your damn phone off. If you're going to go to the movies in the dark way, if you need to take a phone call, if you're expecting a phone call, don't go to the movies. Because you just create a whole distraction for everybody in there, whatever. A lot of people may not say nothing, whatever. And it's like, now everybody's sitting there mad because you're over there using your phone. Or because you want to pick up your phone to see what time it is, or because you want to pick up your phone to read the text messages or social media text or information like that. So, but yeah, technology does play an integral role in individuals' lives. It is primarily based on how you use it, when you use it, and things like that. It has been said that a lot of individuals, mainly young individuals, cannot live without their cell phones. There's a lot of individuals who would, if they left their cell phone at home, or if they would go all the way back home just to get their cell phone, they would die if their phone lost battery power and they don't have their charger. They would die if they lost their cell phones. I mean, it takes them to another mental state, whatever, one that is to where they're not trying to listen to what anyone has to say or anything like that. It is crazy. Well, for me, I keep a car phone. So if I leave my phone at home, then I got the backup in the car. Maybe that's something they can consider. I'm just kidding. But yeah, technology is crazy. Another thing, whatever, that I've been thinking about too, is how technology it has a lot of vulnerable populations, mainly older adults, have been increasing their usability when it comes to smartphone technologies, whatever, to keep in contact with their families during this pandemic. There's a lot of older individuals that has developed that had an attitude to where they would never use a smartphone or an iPad or a computer. But during these uncertain times, whatever, they have started to use these digital devices. and they are seeing the benefits of them. Some of them have restrict their usability, whatever, to where they only engage in certain things that they know how to use, and that's okay. You have to start somewhere. They use these technologies, whatever, to increase their well-being, to help to communicate with others, even if it means like logging into like a social media website to look at family pictures and things like that, whatever, to look at their family members and friends posts, whatever, just to see what everybody else is doing, whatever. Therefore, they still feel a sense of connectedness. So yeah, how, I mean, in reference to technology, whatever, I mean, it does, it affects everyone, whether you know it or not. A lot of people won't admit how technology affects them, whatever. But when it comes to like doing certain things, whatever, technology, you can't do it without. In many cases in today's society and world, you can't do a lot of stuff without technology. Our cars are based on technology. Computer system goes down, whatever, car won't start. You can't go anywhere. Yeah, you can call it Uber. Battery die in your cell phone. You've lost access to all your contacts, to where now you don't remember anyone's phone number, so you don't know who to call if you get lost or stranded or anything like that, whatever. If an emergency comes up. Look, my daughter always gets something like, Mom, why you never answer your phone? Because I am not the type of person who is at home that walks around with my cell phone in my pocket everywhere I go. If I'm in another room and if my cell phone is in another room, it is just like there. I don't have to be always connected. I don't have to be permanently connected to my telephone. If there is an emergency, whatever, you have ways of reaching me. Especially when I'm studying and things like that, whatever, I'll put my phone on silent. That's because I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to be bothered. I even turn my notifications off on my computer. I don't want to know who's emailing me. I don't want to know who's texting me. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know anything about social media. It has only been a few months since I started using social media again. Before that, I don't think I've used social media for about 10 years. I didn't have a Facebook account. I didn't have an Instagram account. I didn't have I still don't have a Twitter account, a Snapchat. I don't use that. And a lot of other things that I don't use as well. It's like very rarely I'll go onto my Facebook page. I may post something. I just started engaging actively on my LinkedIn account, whatever, to like build my network and things like that, whatever. And yeah, but yeah, I try to use technology constructively and effective and efficiently, whatever. Therefore, it doesn't become a burden in my life. Yeah, so, but yeah, in reference to technology, whatever, there is a lot of things that that is to be discussed in reference to how technology influences the individual per se, whatever, because everyone does not share the same experiences. A lot of people, and also a lot of a lot of things that is taken into consideration, or that is key factors in how individuals use technology, is based on cultural factors, societal factors, person to person interactions, and things like that. So So in reference to that, also it has been really beneficial in reference to like individuals like starting their own businesses and things like that, whether being their own CEO, putting themselves out there, even like finding other jobs during this pandemic or whatever, to reduce traveling, to find different jobs or to find new jobs, whatever, because they have been furloughed or laid off or even fired from their other jobs. So that is beneficial, whatever. It kind of opens up the communication aspect, whatever, and the opportunity aspects when it comes to trying to get stuff done, or trying to put something out there, trying to collaborate. Yep. So I'm going to end this video. You guys stay tuned for the next video, whatever, to where technology is going to be the primary focus of the conversation, whatever, and we're going to bring in some of the psychological aspects as well. So I'm going to end this video, whatever. Tell me what you thought, what you feel that I need to discuss, and tell me how technology is affecting you. How does it affect your relationships, your methods of communication, how you communicate with others, how often do you communicate with others, and things of that nature. So stay tuned to next video, and I'll chat with you guys later.